Hello, everyone, and welcome back, beloved Starseed Commanders, beloved Way Showers, beloved Light Workers. Welcome. I'm Nikki, and today is a very special day. It's Earth Day. It's when we honor the Earth, when we try to give back to the Earth, nurture her, show her some TLC, water our plants, plant some flowers, plant some trees, right? And every day should be Earth Day, but especially today, this is a day recognized globally as a time for us to come together and think about the future of humanity, because there was a time when in indigenous cultures that we would think ahead, 7 generations ahead about the planet we're leaving behind, the environment we're leaving behind. And this is something that, falls in, under values, okay? But today, this sort of thing really has to be taught. It has to be taught because we live in such a consumer-based economy, a global economy that's all about profit. And there's a lot of, slash and burn. There's been a lot of pollution. There's been a lot of detrimental activity done to our environment. And so I took the time out today to just breathe and expand and connect with nature. I took time to stop and check the coast. The coast is clear. It's a beautiful, sunny Southern California day from where I'm standing. And so a lot of us, have this moment where we never want to take it for granted, right? The beauty that surrounds us, the absolute gorgeous nature or natural state of the planet, okay? And we want to do all we can to protect her. And that does fall in alignment with the Starseed Commander's mission overall. Ultimately, we are here to be of service to the earth. We are here to be of service to humanity and usher in the next golden age for the next 100,000 years. Okay. We're not just worried about, what's happening in our lifetime. We're thinking about the future of all humanity. Okay. And so this is something where I think a lot of us wonder, well, what can we do? There's a lot of options out there. You can certainly join nonprofits and do your side projects and do your own thing. But I think a lot of it starts with consciousness. We have to make a conscious choice to recycle, to stop what we have been doing previously with things that were not biodegradable, styrofoam cups. We've dealt away with that. We've, sort of gotten to the point where we're not spending so much on plastics that are just going to end up in the oceans and, just things that are going to be harmful to the planet. We're going to have to do less and less with that. We're going to have to choose the recyclable paper. Okay, paper that's already been recycled, okay, for reuse, okay, things like that. We have to learn how to not waste things, take our waste and make it something that is going to be beneficial, okay? Composting is very important if you want to look into that. But yeah, I think we really want to think about the long term because, of course, we're ruled by corporations and they don't have our best interests at heart. They're not thinking about the future. They're thinking about money. So it's really a collective lesson that is going to be learned, especially in the 21st century, as we're seeing more crazy environmental disasters, natural disasters, climate change, okay, extreme hot and cold temperatures. We're all adapting to, not by choice. A lot of us are here doing the right things, but if we don't do this as a one all collective as a species, we're fighting a losing battle here. It's really about us all having to have that elevated consciousness for this to work. Okay. And if enough of us are doing it, we can make a difference. So enough of that. I really today want to talk about the Starseed Commander's Training Manual, which I just recently put out. And this is about awakening your channel, your healing, your manifestation of your highest timeline. Okay. And so, again, welcome. If you found this video, it's not by accident. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're here. There are billions of videos on YouTube, but you're here for a reason. It's no accident. There's a reason why you've been feeling the shift, the questioning, the awakening, the sense that something deeper is calling you. And this is for the ones who know that they didn't just come here to exist, but to understand, to lead, and to transform. This is the Starseed Commander Training Manual, and it's not just a book, it's a system. It's a system designed to help you awaken your consciousness, access higher intelligence, heal your energy, and align with your highest possible timeline. The truth is, you are not here to passively experience reality. You are here to participate in it consciously. You are here to lead in your own evolution. So let's start at the foundation. What is a Starseed Commander? Now, this is a certain archetype that I have explored, okay? And it's typically channeled through the divine feminine aspect of my Starseed lineage, which began in Lyra Vega, okay, and went on to Sirius and Orion in the star system of Bellatrix, okay, which is not in the middle. It's one of the outlying stars of Orion, okay. And so a Starseed Commander is someone who moves beyond passive spirituality and steps into conscious authority. This is the shift from waiting to deciding, from observing to directing. Many people awaken spiritually, but they stay in a loop of searching, questioning, and consuming information. And the commander breaks the cycle. The commander understands, I'm not just receiving information, I'm here to use it. And this is where your identity begins to change. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? You start asking, what am I choosing to do with this? Now, during this awakening, many of you experience what I call activation codes. These can show up as vivid dreams, sudden insights or downloads, repeating patterns, even binary sequences or symbolic information. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. Your system's not breaking, it's upgrading. So take this moment, if you haven't already, and relax your body, okay? And breathe deeply, okay, through this. Your mind is learning to process more data. Your awareness is expanding beyond linear thinking, and your intuition is becoming stronger. This leads us to something even deeper, your divine blueprint. You came here with a design, a unique energetic structure, a way of perceiving, processing, and expressing reality. And as you awaken, you begin to access more of it. You begin to realize that you are not fixed, you're adaptable, you are not limited, you are multidimensional. And most importantly, you are choosing your timeline in every moment. So let's talk about something that many people are curious about. The Akashic Records. There's a lot of mystery around this concept, but let's simplify it. The Akashic Records are not a place, they are a field of information that exists beyond time. This field contains patterns, experiences, and possibilities, not just from the past, but from potential futures as well. And the truth is, you are already connected to it. The question is not, can you access it? The question is, can you trust what you're receiving? Accessing the records is not about complicated rituals. It comes down to three things: presence, intention, and sovereignty. You don't need to be protected from this field. You need to be grounded within yourself. Because when you are stable, when your nervous system is regulated, when your mind is clear, you become a reliable receiver. Now, when information comes through, it won't always be literal. It may come as images, feelings, symbols, or a sudden knowing. And this is where discernment becomes important. Not everything needs to be taken at face value. Your role is to interpret, to feel into it, to understand what it means to you. This brings us into channeling. Channeling is often misunderstood. It's not about giving up control. It's not about something taking you over. Channeling is alignment. It's alignment. It's the ability to quiet your mind and allow information to move through you clearly. You've probably already experienced this. Moments where words just flow, where ideas come faster than you think, where you feel connected to something greater. That is channeling. And it is happening through writing and speaking, or even through energy and intuition. The key is learning the difference between your ego voice and your guidance. Your ego tends to question, to doubt, to analyze. Guidance feels clear, direct, and neutral. It doesn't force, it doesn't rush, it simply presents. As you develop this skill, your channel becomes stronger, and eventually you may begin to receive more complex forms of communication. This can include symbolic language, patterns, even binary-like sequences or energetic codes. At first, it may not make sense, but over time you begin to recognize the patterns. You begin to decode, and you begin to trust. Now, none of this matters if your system is overwhelmed, which is why healing your energy is essential. Your energetic body is not just chakras. It's a full system that holds emotions, memories, experiences, and patterns. Everything you've gone through leaves an imprint. I'm going to recommend another book, The Body Keeps the Score, for those of you who are working through trauma, okay, or anything that is holding you back physically or physiologically. The Body Holds the Score. I can't think of the author, but that's a very good book. But yeah, everything you've gone through leaves an imprint. And when those imprints are not processed, they create distortion. This distortion shows up as triggers, anxiety, emotional reactions, or feelings of being stuck. The goal is not to fix yourself. The goal is to let go of what no longer serves you. This starts with awareness, noticing your patterns, understanding your triggers, and learning how to regulate your nervous system. Breath work becomes powerful here. So does stillness. So does allowing yourself to feel without resistance. Because when you release the stored emotion, you free up energy. And that energy becomes available for something else, expansion. Now, once you clear, you also need to activate. You need to raise your frequency intentionally. But more importantly, you need to stabilize it, because temporary highs don't create lasting change. Consistency does. Now we move into manifestation, but not in the way it's usually taught. Manifestation is not about wishing for something or hoping something will happen. It's about alignment. There are multiple timelines, multiple versions of reality existing simultaneously, and your choices determine which one you experience. Every thought, every decision, and every emotional state, it's directing you somewhere. So when you want to shift your reality, don't chase it. You align with it. You release the patterns that belong to your old timeline. Just release it. Let it go. Let it go. And you step into the identity of the version of you who already exists in the new one. This requires clarity, emotional alignment, and consistent action, because decisions are not just mental. They are energetic commitments. And over time, your reality begins to reflect that. So where does this leave you? It brings you back to yourself, your awareness, your authority, your ability to choose. This journey is not about becoming something new. It's about remembering what you already are. You are the system. You are the channel. You are the creator. The manual, okay, the Starseed Commander's Training Manual is simply a tool. Okay, this manual is simply a tool, but you are the power behind it. It's not what you get out of the manual. It's what the manual gets out of you. It's like with any book. What is that book getting out of you? Okay. And the more you practice, the more you align, the more you trust, the clearer everything becomes. So take what resonates and apply it. Experience it for yourself, because this is not theory. It's lived. This is lived. Okay. This is embodied. This is real. Beloved, I am Starseed Commander. We are one. So if this resonated with you, please go ahead and check out my website at nikkivasquez.com, where you can check out this book. There's a link that will take you to the Amazon website, okay, where you can purchase it from Amazon. But this is an opportunity for you to begin your alignment today. Pass it along to someone who you think it might assist, who you think it might help. And that is what it is all about. Passing on the knowledge, passing on the wisdom, taking from it what fits you. Okay, and making sure you are open enough to give yourself the opportunity to continue to grow and expand upon these ideas and concepts, because they are very simple. You already have the answer within. But we are all just guides reminding you of your own path back to your own truth. And that is what it is truly all about. And with that, I leave you. I wish you a happy journeying. Be sure that you are in alignment with Earth. You chose this life for a reason. You chose planet Earth for a reason. You knew it would be an honor to be on Earth. You knew it would be an honor to be assisting humanity in this timeline, no matter how challenging and frustrating it can be at times. You knew that you wanted to be here for this. You have been waiting all your life for this. It is no accident. You are where you are. And every day you are just searching to find a better way to show up for yourself and the world around you. And this is part of it. And we are all here to help feed each other the breadcrumbs again that take us back to our own inner truths. And that is how we truly heal. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Nikki. Please check out my website. If you have any questions, you can also reach me at info@nikkivasquez.com. And that's all for now. And so it is.